One of my favorite things to do is to look at something that seems impossible and then break it down into little parts and figure out how to make it possible. This whole idea of soloing golden trophies started when I did it 100 times in a day. That was already thought to be impossible, so why not go a step further? Why not go several steps further? My reasoning was that if I could do it 100 times in a day, just do that 10 days in a row and total 1,000 completions. And that was my mistake. There was a new factor that entered the equation: the human limit.
Today, we create history. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 1,000 games of Golden Trophy in a row. Yes, I am crazy. I'll answer that right now. And I also know that this is impossible. Or at the very least, it seems impossible. But that's what makes me want to do this. This is a live series that is going to take place over the course of 10 days. Each day, I'm going to solo Golden Trophy 100 times, and then I will end the stream, go to bed for about 6 hours, and then wake up the next morning and continue on the next day. I'll do that for 10 days in a row until I've beaten Golden Trophy 1,000 times. My body may not physically be able to do this.
Day 1 wasn't actually all that bad. Between the runs 30 and 60, things did start to get a little rough, but towards the end of the day, we started to get into some pretty deep theological talks, and that was actually able to take my mind off the runs. What strikes me as the most fascinating thing for the day, however, was how little sense of achievement there was at the end. I mean, we got to 100 runs. We even did it an hour faster than the last time, but there was no sense of achievement, only dread for what was to come.
Welcome. The first thought I had when I woke up was that wasn't enough. That wasn't enough sleep. That wasn't enough recovery time.
Things didn't look very promising for day 2. I was sick, tired, sore, and ready to be done before we even began. My mood was also a fairly good indicator for how the day was going to go. Before we even got a third of the way done for the day, I had experienced a fair amount of tech issues and had died many times. So I came upon a decision that ultimately ended up dooming the challenge.
What I'm going to have to do, or what we may end up doing, is we won't do 100 today. We may have to accept that today we will not be able to get all of them done. And so we'll do as many as we can so that I can get good sleep tonight.
This idea to put my body first helped me continue on, but falling behind in runs destroyed my mental power to push forward, and it led to the disaster of day 3.
Welcome one, welcome all. A lot of runs to do today.
My body was starting to show signs of extreme fatigue. My mind was doing fairly well, but my body was just starting to give out. Once we got going for the day, I just became numb to the soreness. That was until it turned into pain.
Dude, my forearm's like really killing me all of a sudden. Oh my gosh. Oh, the forearm. Dude, the forearm has like gone from a pain scale of like 0.5 to like 4 in this past run. Like, this is not good. Oh, and yeah, it's 100% attendant because, oh no, I just realized what the problem is.
It took me a little bit to figure out what was happening. The pain started in the forearm and then moved to the elbow and escalated, and that's when it clicked for me. It was tennis elbow. Tennis elbow is the result of repetitive overuse of your forearm muscles and tendons. But the pain came on suddenly, and it was rather intense. Intense enough that I soon started to believe I should end the challenge out of concern for my health. But part of the challenge is finding solutions to the problems that arise. One of my viewers, Vestra, suggested that I try shooting what is known as cami style, where you hold the bow vertically. This actually uses a different set of muscles in your forearm, and so it worked. The only problem is my ability to shoot quickly and in a straight line was greatly hindered by this new form. And it was this junction of pain and reduced ability that led to the end.
Are you aware that 200 rows have been more last one, maybe in 500? Yes, I am aware of that. And if you were here all of like an hour ago, it took about 30 minutes to just kind of do runs in silence and just kind of stop and think about what's been happening. I could be done after today. I could just pull, a little bit of an all-nighter, go until 300, and then I could be done with the challenge. I could stop. And I am there is a part of my brain that is very, very heavily considering that right now. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on in my head right now. I don't want E-Man to speak because E-Man is considering a lot of things right now.
And it was here that I reached my breaking point. How many runs does it take? 234. There was a lot weighing on the decision to stop the challenge. It wasn't something I could do lightly. So I spent 45 minutes in tears and in silence, just mindlessly doing more runs. The weeks of preparation, the time sacrificed, the achievement left untouched. Could it all be worth it? Would it be better to cut the losses? Would my body hold out? Would my mind hold out?
I've come to a decision. We're gonna keep going. For now, we're gonna keep going. I'm not making any promises for anything after today. Appreciate your patience as you wait for me to kind of make up my mind with that, but I'm gonna go ahead and just keep going, so.
And it was in that moment, right there, that I achieved something that I had sought after. The willpower to bounce back from rock bottom. I no longer cared if I made it to the end of the challenge. What I accomplished in that moment proved that my mind is mine to control, and I willed myself to keep going.
There's day 3 complete. We still don't know if day 4 is going to happen or not. We're going to try our best. We're just going to take it one day at a time, one run at a time, one decision at a time, and see what happens. We're going to take a nice hot shower and go to bed, alright? See ya, folks. Welcome to day 4. It was hard to get up this morning. Hopefully we'll be able to survive today, make our way through it. We got a long day ahead of us.
All things considered, not much actually happened day 4. And it isn't to say it was effortless, we just kind of put our head down and completed as many runs as we could. It's easy to glance it all over now, but you gotta remember, it's still 17 hours of mind-numbing work. And as the day came to an end, something began to dawn on me. Normally, I'm very proud of what it is that I create, but the longer this went on, the worse I felt about the level of content I was producing. But I was tired and I needed rest. Those thoughts were gonna have to wait until the next day.
Good morning. Here we are, day 5. Today's been the hardest day to wake up. Today's gonna be hard to push through. The more I think about it, likelier I am just to go back to bed this morning, so.
Going into it, I knew the middle days were going to be the hardest, and it was those days I was truly going to question what it was that I was doing. And the questions came. I spent the first 2.5 hours of the day in silence, contemplating everything that had been done and everything that was to come.
we're gonna stop. More or less, I have failed. But these last 17 runs today have felt like about 10 hours to me. I've pushed my body to the absolute limit, so we're gonna stop.
We don't always achieve our dreams. Maybe we set the goal too high, or perhaps it's just that the motivation wasn't there. But it's alright. It's important to be proud of what we've accomplished on our adventures, and to take the lessons that we learned and apply them. And besides, there's always next time.